the inaugural CMP Consulting Glastonbury Rally. It's the first time in nearly 15 years the roads have been used in that area, and we're going to really have a fun time. It's not a round of any championship, it's just a multi-club rally which is designed for a bit of fun for all the competitors. A lot of weird things have been happening this weekend in terms of driver and navigator combinations. Mel Bergman has kindly given her car up to hubby Paul, so Paul's going to be out there in the Liberty. I'm actually taking over from Kim on the driver's seat in her Liberty, so I'm going to have a bit of fun there with that. Kim's going to navigate for me, so the conversations at the kitchen table next week might be interesting. We've got a couple of really quick cars at the front with Ian Menzies back in the Falcon, just a chance to throw the old two-wheel drive around. And Tristan Carrigan's out in the Evo, so it's going to be awesome to see him on those really fast roads up there. The main focus of this event is the Novice Championship, and we've got 4 entries into the Novice Championship to see how they go. This is their second last round. We've got a tie at the front at the moment, so this may be the opportunity to see who can take hold of that championship. But we're here now for the scrutineering of the event here at Brett's Automotive here at Arana Hills. And he's kindly opened up the workshop for the scrutineering to be done on Sunday, and we've had all the teams coming through. So you might just want to watch this process as it happens. It's a way that the scrutineers get a chance to have a look at the cars to make sure that they're safe, to make sure that they're prepared correctly, that there's no oil leaks, that there's no fluids leaking, that the suspension's all tight, that all the safety equipment is in place and in good condition. Seats are in good shape, harnesses are working, all that sort of thing, so that the cars will be safe when we get out into the forest to play. There's a lot of people looking forward to this event because, as I said, it's a low-pressure fun event. It's got a great field of 30 cars, and we've even got a brand new competitor with Cameron Henry doing his first run with navigator Michelle Van Wyck, and so we are really looking forward to a fantastic weekend next weekend. We'll try to keep reports coming through to you over the weekend. I'm going to be a bit busy behind the wheel, so we've got a few other people standing to do some reporting for us. So keep watching this space, it should be a lot of fun. I'm here now with the Chief Scrutineer for the CMP Consulting Glastonbury Rally. This is the third round of the MRF Tyres Queensland Novice Rally Championship, and Bob McLean is our Chief Scrutineer who's responsible for the safety and security of all the cars throughout the event. Bob, welcome and thank you for your efforts in everything you're doing in preparation for this event. How's the scrutineering gone so far?
Well, until you came in, it was going swimmingly. No, it's been terrific. It's been a privilege to be Chief Scrutineer for most of the events in Queensland this year. And I just find that rallying as a family here, and words can't express the enjoyment that I get out of being part of it.
And again, our sport relies on the enthusiasm of volunteers like yourself. So your role is a very, very serious and important one, in that you're there to ensure the cars are prepared safely, and should anything go wrong, being able to assess the condition of the car after an incident or something like that.
That's right. Normally when a car has an off, and the vehicle is damaged, I always make a point of inspecting the vehicle to see the severity of the damage. In most cases it's only cosmetic, change of bonnet or a mudguard and maybe a suspension piece, and they're back on the road again. But when it's more serious and the vehicle, and I can refer to one that I can remember you were involved in a couple of years ago in Manamba, that's serious. Now I will do an incident report on it, and of course if someone is injured, that is a definite ultimate incident report. So you're right in what you say, that my role and that of my team is to ensure that safety first is rule supreme, and to make sure that everybody has an enjoyable event and we all go home safely.
So what are the main things you're looking for during a scrutiny like this, when you've got the services of a workshop with voices and that sort of thing? What's your main emphasis? What are you looking for?
Well, obviously the primary is on anything that's safety related, that is suspension components, that the split pins are in the castellated nuts, for argument's sake, that the brake lines are clear from any moving parts and not likely to be cut, That if there's a drive shaft driven vehicle, that the universals are in good nick and there's not much likelihood of a drive shaft dropping out or whichever. That's pretty much the main things from the underside point of view, and obviously the exhaust pipe passed properly. And that there's sufficient protection underneath because those rocks make a mess when they hit the side of the vehicle. But up the top side, of course, the seating, if it's insecure, that it's in good condition, and the seat belts are in date and in good condition as well. If there's any fraying or any stretching visible in the webbing of the seat belt, straight away it's requested it be replaced because it's obvious that it's done some hard work somewhere along the line. The roll cage is probably the most
primary
important
safety
thing
element of the car.
to make sure that it's affixed to the vehicle properly. And that the padding is in place for the protection of the head in the event of a roll or something like that. Under the bonnet is pretty much a case of crankcase ventilator goes to the right place into a catch tank, or it's piped back into the engine. I guess that pretty much covers it. Oh, and of course with turbos we like to make sure that they're sealed and they've got the right restrictor in them.
Exactly.
Mr. Keen.
Now, obviously compliance is part of your role, but not your major role. You basically would only become involved in that if there were to be a protest or a complaint. Would that be correct?
Yes. Yeah. My primary role is sum it up, I'm in this role to make sure competitors get out there on the circuit and they get into it and they have a ball doing it.
Absolutely.
I'm not in this business to try and stop people from competing. I mean,
that's one of the fantastic things about rallying in Queensland, that there has always been this fantastic attitude from our officials. I know that in a lot of other states it's a little bit more contentious, but our scrutineers and our officials have always worked their hardest to get our competitors out there and see our sport flourish. Bob, I really want to thank you for everything you've done as a volunteer and a brilliantly experienced official.
Pleasure.
It's been a pleasure having people like this help us get out there and go and have some fun. Thanks, Bob.
Thank you.